Well, hello, and how are you? It's Captain Rick with you, and we have taken off from Teterboro Airport, KTEB, in New Jersey, and right now we are heading to Dover, Delaware. We're going to land at Dover Air Force Base. I've never been there, but we've had plenty of airplanes from Dover Air Force Base. I do believe they were a military airlift command base to start with, which converted over to Air Mobility Command many years later. I do believe they had C5s and C5s and C-141 Starlifters. They probably have C-17s now. Probably had some C-30s back in the day, C-130s back in the day. But here we are. We're out of 32,000 feet right now. I'm going to go ahead and figure where we are on the map by calling it up right here. Oops, daisy. Put it over on the moving map. Right over there. There you are. That's where you see where we are. Flying out over the Delaware Bay, and we're going to kind of swoop down here and pick up the approach into a Dover Air Force Base. And we are on our, what number is this? I think this is the 9th one. 9th of 48 that we're doing. 48 airports in 48 states for spring 2021. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for summer yet, but at least this is a good start for the year. And if you're wondering, I'm still flying this pretty bird here. A CJ4. It's a Citation CJ4 from Cessna. And give you some views here. This is over the right wing. And this is kind of like right behind me. I like this view. This is a cool view. But let me see. 3 is back here. This is the one that's in the center of the cabin. This is looking out over the left wing, over the Delaware Bay. We've got the nose view here, which is an unobstructed view, which I like to use when there's scenery I really want to see. I like the clouds tonight. They look pretty nice. I don't think there's any rain involved, but it's just nice to see at sunset. It provides so many colors and such. God's amazing paintbrush comes into effect. All right, let's get back behind the wheel here, if you want to call it that, as we get ready to line up and land at Dover Air Force Base. Now, it's been pretty windy so far on the trip here. When we took off from Teterboro, we had like 25 knot winds, and that was a fun takeoff. I didn't, let's just say I wasn't too proud of my my takeoff and climb into the sky on that one. It was just like I was being battered. But luckily, it was more of a headwind. It wasn't like a crosswind component that would really drive me crazy. Okay, as we start to make the turn for Dover Air Force Base. There we go. That's runway 19 at Dover. Now, normally you probably would not have clearance to land at Dover unless you're like a member of the Aero Club or whatever, because I'm sure there's military requirements. Being in the military, I'm just going to land there because I'm ex-military, so I think I know my way here. Okay. 2,000 feet, 175 knots right now, and we're about 8 miles out right now. Let me zoom in over here and see what this has to say. Whoops. 160 knots. Starting our descent on final here. Once again, let's take a look around here. Chandela Estates. Got the left wing. It's right wing there. Center cabin. Left wing. There's Delaware Bay again. That view that's right behind me, that's kind of a nice view. I like that one. That's kind of like a pilot observer.
Landing gear.
Are we going to drop the gear now? Alright. Autopilot off. And here we go. Looks like a tad low on the VASI lights on the left-hand side. It should be red and white, but it looks all red, so I'm going to have to pick up a little bit of altitude, bring the nose up just a little bit. 126 on the knots on approach here. Looks pretty easy. The wind's not a factor on this one. Sure was up in New Jersey though. 500-foot call out right there. Looks like a lot of pasture lands and farms over here in the vicinity of Dover, Delaware. Still a little low on the glide slope. 116 on the approach, knots. Well, let's see how we do on the landing here. All right. Whoa, that was a little weird. A little off to the left here. What the heck happened there? I'm not sure what that was all about. Maybe we caught a little gust at the end. That was unexpected. Okay. Make this turn. All right, let's make this turn right here. All right. Okay. Well, come on, don't drive drunk. All right. Well, folks, this is Dover, Delaware, Dover Air Force Base in Dover, Delaware, and stop number 9 of our 48. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like what you see here, if you're enjoying these, do me a favor, hit a like button, hit the subscribe button, let me know you love me. Okay? Have yourself a great remainder of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for flying with me.